I'm making one video for every day in July, and this is the 16th video. And the idea is I'm starting a band. I've been trying to start a band, and you should join my band. Who's it for? Probably, mostly, for people who play a wind instrument of some kind. And many American adults at one point in their life or another have played a wind instrument because they were in band in elementary, junior, or high school. And I have played the saxophone, the alto saxophone, since fifth grade, and I have enjoyed playing it since then, all throughout fifth grade through 12th grade, in college, and then after college throughout my life. And I've played in various groups here in the city, including an adult marching band. And it is a profound joy that I think most adults would instantly remember if they would allow themselves, if they would put themselves in that situation again, but they haven't. They won't. And so what I'm telling you is it is worth it for science, just to see, to dust off whatever wind instrument you have, or go get a learner's version of one. You can get most wind instruments for just a low few $100s, and try to find a group, join it, see what happens. I think if you could fast forward to the point where you're sitting in a chair playing music with a whole bunch of other people and literally feeling the air surrounding you vibrating with music, beautiful music. If you could fast forward to that point, many adults who have played an instrument in the past would think and feel something like, my God, I can't believe I ever gave this up. I forgot what it was like to feel this. But it's hard to get them to that point in the first place. You got to go find an instrument again. You have to see, like, is your embouchure going to get sore if you try to play? Is it still in your fingers? But you know what the interesting thing is? If you played that instrument for all of junior and high school, that's a long time. It's probably still in your hands. And I've seen this with a lot of people. They played for maybe 6 years in junior and high school. They quit. They haven't touched the instrument in 12 years. You get them to pick it back up again, and you see the feeling of surprised joy at the fact that it's still in their hands. And really, why wouldn't it be? You played an instrument so much during your formative years, encoding it into your muscles. Why wouldn't it still be in there? So just the discovery that it's still there, it's not gone, is joyful. And then actually producing the music is a whole other thing. And I think one of the reasons why adults give up music in the first place is a lot of instruments are not life instruments. You may have heard the phrase a life sport. These are things like golf, tennis, running, etc. It's easy to keep doing them just as a part of your regular everyday life. Tons of opportunities, tons of people to join, tons of facilities. Whereas something like water polo or football are not life sports. They take specialized equipment, fields, teams, things that are not that common. I think the same distinction exists with instruments. There are life instruments and non-life instruments. Two big life instruments are a guitar and a keyboard/piano, because they are everywhere in many common spaces. And both of those instruments are special because they can play many notes at the same time. And so you get a fuller sound. You can render more complex melodies just by yourself with one instrument. So it's easier to put on performances, easier to have people sing along, that sort of thing. Whereas something like most wind instruments, like a saxophone, like I play, and also piano, you might see my piano back there, but a saxophone can only play one note at a time. And they're not laying around everywhere. They're maybe heavier than a guitar. You have to assemble them. You have to put them together. Your reed has to be wet. They're not as easy to just pick up and play. So it's not a life instrument in the same way. However, we're all agentic adults here. You can simply get together 2 to 5 friends who play delightful wind instruments, and then you can play whatever music you want. That's fun, and you can play it for other people, and that's what I want to do. I want to play contemporary pop, maybe some musicals, definitely some ABBA. And this is an open invitation. If you live in New York City and this sounds like something you would want to do, I think you should join my band. And if you are feeling friction, like if you're thinking thoughts like, I haven't picked my instrument up in a while, I don't even have a flute, trumpet, saxophone, whatever, then shoot me a message, because you can just go get one. It's very easy. And then you can realize it's probably still in your hands. No problem. You'll definitely have to readjust. Your embouchure will have to get strong again. Doesn't take that long. And then you will experience the delight and the joy of playing music you like with people who are cool. And then the sublime delight and joy of playing for other people and seeing their reaction. So join my band.